Hey, good Friday morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update. National Weather Service offices in Grand Rapids and in White Lake have issued a winter weather advisory, mostly starting at 8 a.m. Already started in the southwest corner. In the southeast quarter of the state, let's say up to the Saginaw area, that starts at 1 p.m. So let's get on into it and show you what is going on. So the snow, it's actually kind of a combo system. There's a cold front that you can see clearly on the snowfall from the eastern UP down through southeastern Wisconsin. And then the precipitation you see down around Chicago, northern Indiana, that's actually sneaking up from the big snowstorm and ice storm to our south. Hopefully you are not planning on driving, say, to Florida today and tomorrow, because it's going to be not a good drive, all mileage. All right, so this snow is going to expand in coverage during the day. And now this is not a big, this is not a big mega snowstorm by Michigan standards in January. This is just a steady light snow, I would call it, for the most part. And it's something that will cover the roadways and make things slick. So here's our high-resolution rapid refresh. Paula Eckert says snowing in Kalamazoo this morning already. Yes, it has already started in the southwest corner. Now this is what it should look like at noon. So we may have the snow blossoming already at noon, but in the Saginaw area, in the Alma area, in Lansing, maybe approaching Flint, maybe Ann Arbor, and probably Jackson. Then let's go to 2 or 3 o'clock. Let's go to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the snow has overspread the entire lower peninsula except the far northeast corner, and it's light. You see the light blue and the medium blue. Cindy Brock rubbing it in from Anna Maria Island in Florida. And you see some heavier, darker blues around Muskegon and around Holland, so there can be some lake enhancement there as the winds turn northwest. 5 o'clock tonight, steady, light snow, much of lower Michigan. 8 o'clock tonight, ending on the snowfall, the western half of the state, except for bands of lake effect that will continue heavy all around Holland and down to South Haven, Benton Harbor, St. Joe. And we go through the night, and that end of the light snowfall line moves across I-75 at 2 in the morning and off out into Lake Huron by 5 Saturday morning. So basically, it's an afternoon and Friday night type snow. Some lake effect, minimal in coverage on Saturday, and then we got to keep looking out because we have the Alberta Clipper that's heading our way. So this is Saturday night. So Saturday is a good day to travel around Michigan, if there is such a thing in the winter. Yeah, Marge Stevens, finally some snow in Monroe. I would say so. We'll get to that here in just a second, but there's your Alberta Clipper, and that snow arrives on Sunday. Here's another model that goes out a little bit further, shows the same kind of scenario. This is this afternoon, 3 o'clock. Ignore the rainfall, I would say. And then this is Friday tonight. And then here's your end of this snow. On this model says 7 a.m., some leftover snow showers. And this should take us out and get us into the start of our Alberta Clipper storm system. This is Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So the southern half of the state is going to stay pretty dry on Sunday. Maybe just a quick little hour or two of snow. It lifts northward, and then the cold front comes through. Gary Clark, traveling downstate, Sunday or Monday? Sunday probably better than Monday, because Monday the Arctic air will be coming in, and we'll be looking at lake effect snow. So various snowfall forecasts for you, two of them, and they pretty well agree. So through tomorrow morning on the high resolution rapid refresh, let's call it a 2 to 4 inch snow, with 3 inches being very common in the entire Detroit area, Ann Arbor, Jackson, Flint, the Thumb. West side of the state is 3-inch snow plus a couple of inches for lake effect, and then we run it out to Saturday night. No additional snow, obviously, except for the lake effect. Here's the other model that I showed you, and see what it does. Hey, Karen Richards and Brighton, good morning. So it does kind of the same thing. A lot of 2 and 3 inch snows. So again, not a big snowstorm, but when it's steady and everywhere, you got to slow her down and not slide off the road. Longer term, Saturday we'll call it dry. Sunday, here's the Alberta Clipper. The center of the Alberta Clipper comes across the UP. So Matthew Bursley, how many inches for the northern part of Kent County? I would call it easy 2, probably 3. So this center comes across the UP. That means with an Alberta Clipper, the heaviest steady band of snow is north of that, up across southern Canada. We get the trailing cold front, and then by Monday we are into a very sharp northwesterly wind, Arctic air coming down, and we get what we call a trough that comes through Tuesday morning, and that sets off even more wind, more lake effect snow, and maybe it gets it coming farther inland into the eastern half of the state. Carrie Draper, how much snow total for Kingsley this upcoming week? We'll look at that here in just a second. So basically what we're going to see is some snow showers for most of us on Sunday, and then snow showers Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, heavy in the snow belts. And as we get toward the end of next week, maybe another cold front comes through, and we're still looking at sometime out there. This is January 20th. And then this is the 23rd. We're still looking at sometime out there in the last 10 days of January is probably when we get our first widespread snowstorm in lower Michigan. This is kind of the best way I have to give you how much snow from Sunday into the lake effect. And it's a 6 to 10 inch signature along the shoreline through the Grand Traverse region, through Charlevoix and Petoskey. And on the east side of the state, you get the 2 or 3 today, and then you get another inch or 2 Monday, Tuesday, into Wednesday, all totaled 4 or 5 inches. That's probably about normal, maybe a little below normal for this time of the year. Let's just look at the low temperatures, and they are going down. Not so much tomorrow. Lows in the low 20s for most of us, and Sunday in the upper teens and low 20s. And then remember, the Arctic air starts to come in on Monday, so Monday it'll be colder in the west than in the east. Tuesday, the Arctic air will be in our area, but we're still the banana belt. We still get the warming from Lake Michigan. You can see that. Muskegon low of 9. Go across the lake to Milwaukee, and low temperatures 4 degrees below zero. So what's the warming effect of Lake Michigan? You see it right there in the numbers. It's about 13 degrees. Wednesday, cold. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Hey, maybe we get a day or two at the end of next week where we warm up near freezing, and then everything is showing the next Arctic blast. And eventually, now this would be January 21st, eventually the below zero weather makes it into Michigan, because we'll have snowpack, we'll have the colder lakes, and it just, you know, every time it looks like it's about 5 degrees colder. And that's a real good formula that used to work a lot of times. You know, recently we've had winters that just have hit us and then backed off, and this one doesn't look like it's going to back off in the winter time of the year. That's the key to a real winter in Michigan. If you get the wintry weather, at the heart of winter, then it's real, and it looks like it's going to be real. So there you go, winter weather advisory. If you want to do some traveling today and you don't want to deal with the snow, do it as early as possible before the snow develops. It's not a mega storm. It's a 2 or 3 incher, a pretty covering across the entire state, except on the roads. A lot of times that is not pretty, right? So, hey, thanks for joining me on this Friday. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Looks like we got some weather, so I will probably have to keep you updated on the weekend for early next week, but we'll get through it. And remember, snow always melts at some point if you don't like it. Take care. Bye.